It's muted. Hello, hello. Well, I've got an opportunity to do a little streaming, so I'm going to do a little streaming. Get the old laser show here, plant light, got the ambient background. Doom for Jira. I'm hacking away on it, and I thought I'd do it. That I'd do it this way. So, if you have been around for a while, you've probably seen something called PS Doom. I won't go into it here, but it I won't go too deep. I'll explain. Someone, when the Doom source code was originally made available, someone ported or someone adapted a real time output from PS, the process listing for a Linux system. They used that to populate the monster array within the game. Killing a monster in the game killed the process. Pretty interesting and fun. I killed a few processes with that interface myself back in the day. So, what happens if you do the same for Jira? That's what I'm exploring. The reason I'm able to explore it is because of WebAssembly ports of Jira. So JavaScript, but started off as C, C++. This is an example of vibe coding, I suppose you could say. Except the vibes are mine. I'm just using the agent to write. And that's a distinction I'd like to narrow in on in this little conversation. So, vibes, whatever, it's feeling, right? This isn't feeling, this is specific instruction. Take the concepts of PS Doom, the mechanics that feed the game logic, and adapt those to what we can obtain with the Forge API from Jira. Give me an epic, give me a bug, give me a task, but show me it as a monster in Doom. The portfolio cacodemon and the the compendium of beasts that one can face on Phobos. So this is not doing anything. This is just background while I talk about the object. This actually does something, but it doesn't exactly do what I want. I'll explain why. So this shareware WAD doesn't, the MIDI doesn't work or something. I have a bug that I solved, but it's back. I made this with V0 and my experience with bringing that stack into Forge and my experience doing cross transpiling with Emscripten. So what this is that basic WebAssembly port of Doom. In this case, it's DWASM that has better performance and good audio. So, so mine has no sound yet. The application itself isn't loading. Never mind the WAD. So you can see this is the shareware WAD. And it comes down and into the app as like the data payload at build time. When I deploy the WAD that is fetched and integrated during the Doom build time. So what I'm going to try and solve is the problem that's keeping me from putting the full WAD with music in my application, which is sitting here. No chance. There's no chance. But I had to, put it in there. So here it is. It's pending approval. That's maybe too much. This version here, I've installed, and it's kind of frustrating because though it's installed, it is, there's that version. Not sure why it showed me too. Well, maybe that's the first thing we'll look at. I'll ignore my build script for now. Let's see. Where is it? Well, philosophy is just add another screen capture device. This time, name it. Name it something appropriate. Application capture. No. Yes. Wherever is it? Here. Wow. They give you lots of real estate. Okay. So this is my build script. So this time, rather than use the build script that's in my repo, I'm using this custom one that brings in this big WAD file that is the retail. Oh, it's actually Ultimate too. So presumably that's packaged. So if I do a deploy, I'll be able to deploy this into dev, install it. Maybe I should uninstall it. You can uninstall from here too, but install my app. Free of charge, you see. But uninstall all of them, any of them. Is it go? Okay, fantastic. What I would really like to do is be able to install this. But the thing is, when you do that, and you do this, and you do that, and you do that, it brings you back and it shows you something went wrong. I've opened a ticket, but it's by design. So, what we'll do is, what I'm going to do is a check. And let's see. If I run it, it will, yeah. I'm just going to run it again. It's so fast. There's no. Mm, mm. That's the one. So theoretically, we could deploy. I should update. Deploy. So now I install. Settle. How is it here in my browser if it's uninstalled? Well, because it's in memory. It lives in my browser. It doesn't doesn't run on Forge. It's just hosted. And because it works that way, I'm able to do other stuff. I'll just quickly diverge here. So I have packaged another fun and exciting. This is the wrong instance. Well, I've packaged another fun and exciting WebAssembly tool. This one lets us. I'll just choose this one. Actually, legal team. So I've got a forecast here in my menu. And what forecast is going to do for me is huge. Use Forge. Huge. It's huge. Use Forge to fetch. Use Forge to fetch a huge data set and perform a very high number of simulations to run the kind of standard Monte Carlo simulation. I've got 3 buckets: a optimistic, conservative, and a fail-safe. And in those 3 buckets, I am able to put and estimate unestimated work. So this is kind of standard basic stuff. It seems like it should be a standard feature of Jira, but they don't want to put the methodology out there in this format, yeah, I guess. The only other real tool or add-on or plugin app, whatever you want to call it these days, is for data center. And honestly, this isn't the coolest part. You could do this with Script Runner. It's the formula. Where's the formula? Anyway, it looks at the history and compares the history to the size of unfinished work. None of these are estimated, so it's kind of throwing off my thing. Makes everything risky. But the best part, the killer feature, why I went kind of through all that other stuff is to get the data. So now, using DuckDB in the browser, I can query the data set I built. I have the sim. Just give me the one. Give me 10. Maybe just give me 10. I can query. Here's what's supported. It's not super fancy, but you should be using Atlassian Analytics for fancy stuff. For simple things like, you don't maybe want to surface it in that way, or you have some existing or proprietary logic that exists in a code base that has a path. You probably couldn't even see all that. Honk if you could see it. Pay attention. All right. Somehow you can. Anyway, it's called forecast. There's the sequel. You can put it in. What browser window is this anyway? Well, it's not even showing the right thing. Still showing forecast. That tab's closed, but I still get it. Oh. There we go. Well, we've got the right thing now. All right. So it doesn't seem. That's good. So I'll install it again. Let's just double check the app. This is my. Hang on. Okay. Did I remove it or not? I removed it. Damn. Okay, it's not even installed there. Well, let's just look at another site and see if the version that I get here is the version I'd like to play. No. Sure. Well, let's see here. These are out of date. Yep, there's my script. Yeah. So the one it makes is the one I've modified. So it no longer fetches the shareware. The build directory. I'm gonna get rid of the build directory. I'll solve that problem. Fresh clone. Fresh build. So the laser show. Here. Bunch of AliExpress laser pointer diodes wired into a portable fan that stopped working. It's like this here. It didn't have enough oomph to really turn. This one still got it. But I couldn't just put all that stuff in the trash can. 4 16850 cells, battery recharging circuitry, USB-C power input, and the nifty knob. Well, it's not even really streaming. Show my deal. I'm exceeding my bandwidth or something. All right, maybe that's better. We're going to get up. We're going to climb again. So anyway, that's that. You know what it does. It's Doom for Jira. Okay. Build. Critical directory does not exist. I'll make it. And I'll do it again. And why not? I just needed to step all the way through and not just keep hammering away with the old Forge deploy, Forge install, git pull, Forge deploy, Forge install, double dash, upgrade. So deploy this baby. Got the right output there. Damn. Somebody stop me. I mean, it's dev. I don't. Well, let's see if that worked. Come on. Stand back. Get ready. Get ready. Totally overloaded my thing here. Yeah, so that's the thing. Stream. Meh. I guess that's good. Looking at my output bandwidth, and it looks pretty bad here. Like if I were doing this for a prize, I'd probably not. And you don't even see it here. What the heck is this? OBS. It's in the name. If we capture the window, is that going to work? Which one is it? That, I guess. Well, that's working again. But it's got the home screen. No idea. It's running in my browser. Without you, wouldn't be able to play it. It is what it is. And you can install it. I've got an installation link. I'll put it in the description. But yeah, that's Jira. Doom for Jira. Jira for Doom. My big celebration is the music and getting that to work in the browser. I realized when I first shared the news, I didn't have the real exciting part going. Never fear. Never fear. It's working now. And there's the 20th. I've been at this for a bit. Distribution. I can't do anything. I've got to make another version of the app, get another beef ID and all that stuff. All right. So what about the other Jira? Well, the other Doom, that is to say. I'm still working on it. I've got a good working regular Doom. I need to make the integration. I've got 5 months, 4 months to get that ready. If I want to do something cool at a table at team, well, got that. If you want me to come and demo your booth, let me know. I'll do it for some swag.